Fort Evans Archery of Inwood has just received a new allocation of best-selling 2026 bows, including the Matthews Archery Arc offered in a 30 and a 34-inch axle-to-axle, the Hoyt RX-10 and RX-10 Ultra Carbon Fiber riser bows in 30 and 33-inch axle-to-axle, also available in the AX3 aluminum riser bow and the entry-level Enduro model, and Elite Archery's Varos 32-inch axle-to-axle aluminum riser bow and the new Axis Ultra Lightweight Carbon Riser bow. And we have several 2025s on closeout at up to $300 off. FortEvansArchery.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
It's time for Shepherd Rams basketball on WRNR TV and the PSAC Digital Network.
Oh, with the lob to favor Okigwa.
Kicks it out to Turner. Open three is good. Shepherd takes the lead.
Now let's go live from the Butcher Athletic Center in beautiful Shepherdstown, West Virginia for tonight's contest. And let's go Rams.
Three. Welcome inside the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. First basketball action for us for the 2025-2026 season, starting off with the Shepherd Rams, who have started the year 3-2, 3-0, and then to 3-2, a 3-game win streak, 2-game losing streak, and tonight Virginia Union comes into town to take on the Shepherd Rams. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Rodney Watcher and Ethan Elliott behind the cameras on the TV 10 side here tonight. Colin, first time that we'll get to see the Shepherd Rams in action here tonight. Tonight, unusual for us because it's not a doubleheader. It's just the men's game here tonight. Usually when we're here, it's women's and men's back-to-back, but tonight it's just the men's team taking on Virginia Union here tonight. 5-1 is Virginia Union coming in, and Shepherd, this is a different team from last year. Lost some pivotal pieces, but they brought in some new contributors.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this team looks here tonight for the first time for us in person. Hopefully they can come out with a win, but it's going to be very tough. Virginia Union, at least on paper, looks very impressive, especially in the defensive side of things with how many turnovers they're able to force per game, just above 19 per game on average. So it will really come down to, in my mind, just tempo here tonight, which team can control that, and from there it will lead to who's going to come out on top.
Let's get in our break real quick, 2-minute break. We'll come back with more pregame analysis here on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Beck and Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? LawPBM.com.
Welcome back inside the Butcher Center for the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. About over 5 minutes left in warm-ups here from the Butcher Center. We'll keep breaking down this matchup. Colin, I'm very excited here tonight to see, for our first time, this will be the debut on TV 10 of true freshman Colby White for Shepherd, who so far on the season at guard is averaging 17.4 points per game, shooting the ball at over 50%, 51.7% shooting percentage, over 48% from three so far on the year as well, at over 6 3-pointers a game, playing almost 32 minutes here as a true freshman coming in and starting right away on a guard-heavy team that Shepherd already has with Marcus Banks and Elwin Wardlaw coming back from last year as key contributors. Colby White has come in right away and is the second leading scorer so far on the year behind Marcus Banks, who also has made a jump this year with him needing to carry the load on offense a little more, averaging over 20 points a game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing Colby White as well because, as you said, he's the true freshman. It's like a sports car. You want to look forward to seeing the shiny new object there in front of you like a sports car. But at the same time, those old-time classic sports cars are a lot of fun too, and that is your Wardlaw and that is your Marcus Banks here for this Shepherd basketball team so far. So if they can stay consistent, as I nearly had a heart attack here inside the gym, we're all good though, as somebody just knocked down one of our guardrails there for the steps and aren't even picking it up. But I guess it's not their job. I don't know. Not my job. But
yeah.
Back to anyway, my point of thought here in the basketball at hand. Yeah, I mean, those guys, they should hopefully be incredible so far. And it will be, though, a tough task against Virginia Union for sure.
It will. When you're looking at Virginia Union, they've got some players that really stick out to you so far this year. Malachi Dark being one of them through 6 games, averaging 17.5 points per game. Over 60% field goal percentage from Malachi Dark so far on the year. Looking at him and Noah Richardson Keys, who's averaging 13 points a game for Virginia Union as well. And the key number that I think sticks out for him as well is we were looking at this, and Virginia Union gives up, or I should say forces, 19 turnovers per game, just over 19 turnovers per game so far this year. Averaging over 4 steals per game so far this year. 26 steals in 6 games is Noah Richardson Keys for Virginia Union, to go along with shooting over 55% from the field on almost 10 shots a game. Combine those two guys in with Bobby Gardner, who's going to be a guard to watch out for the Panthers as well. Sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds from Fluvanna, Virginia. And the Panthers out of Richmond here. And we'll look more at the Shepherd side. Some interesting things to watch out for the Rams so far this year has been the hole left at center by Chase Parr, the graduate student who transferred over from Towson and was a defensive stalwart for Shepherd last year. Him and his brother Cole Parr, who technically still with the program, but we won't see him tonight as he has been injured this year. And from what we hear, this could be a season-long injury. So that leaves a big-time hole in center and the big man position overall for the Rams, where you're going to be relying a lot on guys like Colton Hartman, who did not play much at all last year, Favor Okigwe, who got some minutes off the bench, but both of those guys are starters now, and Okigwe has really carried the load in terms of rebounding, over 8.5 rebounds a game, but they haven't gotten much scoring from inside. Okigwe, despite being a front court player, shooting just 33% on the year so far, and Colton Hartman has barely taken any shots this year. He's taken 6 of them and has yet to make one. So he's started but only played 11 minutes a game. So it's a bit of a rotation around trying to figure out who can play best at center and power forward for this group, for the Rams. But they still have a really high-powered room of guards and wings. Brody Davis, three-point shooter, off to a slow start from shooting this year, which we saw a lot at the beginning of his career. Out of Morgantown High School is Brody Davis. Only 33% so far this year, 8 for 24. But with that, let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with tip-off. It's Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hello, Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, your local Medicare insurance agency. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. Medicare plans have changed drastically this year. We are here to help you with a no-charge review of your coverage. Don't get taken advantage of by a call center. Call us at 304-283-0864. Stay local with Bodwell Insurance Solutions.
Free money you can't lose. Download the Casino Kings app today.
Prohibited word void. Must claim to be 21 or older. Free money is not cash. Won't cannot be withdrawn. This obtains free money or unrestricted and restricted markets on offer. Must be claimed by the end of this period. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You've probably heard that sped up disclaimer at the end of sportsbook ads. The ones that say,
call 1-800-GAMBLER.
But can they really help you stop gambling? Yes. They've helped thousands of people here in West Virginia stop gambling and take back their lives. They provide guidance and resources, including financial counseling and even free software to block gambling sites. So talk to someone who will take the time to listen. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee Wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Omaha!
Rocks Local Market.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Beginning with visitors from
Welcome back inside the Butcher Center. Here, we'll get the starting lineups for both sides. For Virginia Union, it'll be number 1, Bobby Gardner. It'll be number 2, Travis Vaughn. Number 5, Elijah Scranton. Number 22, Noah Richardson Keys. And number 31, Malachi Dark. And on the Shepherd side of things, it'll be number 25, Colton Hartman. It'll be number 22, Colby White. It'll be number 2, Marcus Banks. Number 1, Elwin Wordlaw. And rounding things out in the starting lineup will be number 15, Brody Davis. The starting lineups are brought to you by Century 21 Modern Realty Results. The Larry DeMarco team, looking for a home in the tri-state area. Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222. Or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. Colin, as we get ready for opening tip-off here, got to get in our keys to the game. Brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. But I'll let you get in your stats now. I'll give the full read afterwards.
Yep, my apologies, jumping the gun there. I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. It's going to come down to tempo. Shepherd, type of team that wants to slow the game down, defensive-minded, and just kind of play that style, making every possession matter. More so for Virginia Union, they're going to be a run and gun. Yes, they will apply a lot of defensive pressure here and there, too. Along with that, as we mentioned, they force teams about 19 turnovers per game, but they want to move that ball quickly because they almost average 14 turnovers per game themselves as well. So that's ultimately my key of the game here is tempo.
Keys of the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. They're revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. And our opening tip is going to be brought to you by Fort Evans Archery, your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery of Inwood. You can call 304-229-7064 or visit them online at fortevans.com. Jumping things up will be Malachi Dark and Favoro Kigwe. We'll get things going as Virginia Union and the Panthers win the tip. Starting out top with Scranton. They're going to go inside early to Dark. Kicked out, back around to the right wing. Driving kick over to Travis Vaughn. His shot no good. Rebounded by Brody Davis. Gotten over to Marcus Banks. That'll be a toss over back to Davis. Open it up in, looks like a 3-2 zone here for Virginia Union. Banks gets it over to Colby White, the freshman. Banks looking for room. He's going to pull up from 3. No good. Off the side of the rim. Rebound and a travel coming out of the rebound by Elijah Scranton. Ball will stay on this side of the floor and stay with the Rams. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Kyler High back in the studio. Ethan Elliott, Roddy Watcher behind the cameras. Pressure almost all the way out to the half-court line from Virginia Union. Passing in the middle to Davis. He's going to pull up near the elbow and sink it for 2. Give the Rams the first lead of the night.
Yeah, tough shot to knock down there at the beginning with the defense collapsing in on him right at the elbow. It's Travis Vaughn bringing the ball up, getting it inside to Malachi Dark. Double comes from the Rams. It'll be kicked back out and around. Bobby Gardner to reset the offense. 12 on the shot clock. Guarded closely by White. Gets in, picks up his dribble in the middle. Has to kick out for 3. Off target. Ball bounces around into the hands of White. Rams with the lead and the possession. Good pressure defensively. We'll see if now Shepherd can continue to move the ball offensively here, really going more 5 wide, not sending anybody down low.
Colton Hartman, center, starting center for the Rams, is 0 for 6 from the field so far this season. Not much inside scoring from the Rams this year. It's been all guard offense pretty much. Brody Davis pulls up 3 at the buzzer for the shot clock. Shepherd takes a 5-0 lead as they use the whole 30 to get points on that possession.
What a pass, too. Double teamed, and he was just standing there wide open. Had to throw it like a baseball to get it there to him. A great start here for Shepherd.
Drive by Richardson. Keys into the pull up from the mid-range and sink it. 5-2. And here comes full court pressure off the first make of the night for the Panthers. But quickly, Shepherd gets the ball up the court, and it's another 3 for Brody Davis. What a start. Early timeout from Virginia Union as the Rams start off 8-2 here with 17-18 left in the first half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Hi, I'm Robbie with Main Street Martinsburg, inviting you to start a new tradition in downtown Martinsburg on December the 6th. Join us from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. for our Christmas on Main festival, sponsored by E&B Insurance. We'll be featuring vendors, live performances, children's activities, our Christmas tree lighting at 5 p.m., and all our downtown has to offer. Everything will be merry and bright, so mark your calendars and gather your loved ones for a festive Saturday. This message was made possible by the Martinsburg-Berkeley County CVB. For more information, visit mainstreetmartinsburg.com.
Back out of the timeout. Quickly bringing the ball up the floor was Virginia Union. Still 8-2 here from the Butcher Center. We'll get a foul away from the ball. And it looks like that'll be on Colby White first. All 8 points for Shepherd from Brody Davis so far to start us out here in the first 3 minutes. Who had started off the year cold from 3. Starts off hot here tonight. Here's another mid-range pull-up jumper from Noah Richardson Keys. The senior, 6'4", 195. And there's a steal right back, and it's Richardson Keys again. This is the pressure. 19 turnovers forced a game so far from the Panthers.
And he averages 4 steals a game. There's his first.
Again, 26 steals in just 6 games. This is the pressure. A la Glenville State women's basketball. Kim Caldwell, Kim Stevens at the time. Full court pressure. And they throw in the zone in the half court as well. And they'll get the ball into the middle of Wordlaw, who comes in early off the bench here for White. After White picks up an early first personal foul. The double comes. Nice pass by Banks. Across from one block to the other is Okigwe to Colton Hartman, who gets his first points of the season. 10-6 Rams.
Loving the unselfishness here so far by Shepherd offensively. Great passing here, really spacing out Virginia Union's defense.
It's another mid-range pull-up, and this time knocking it down is Bobby Gardner.
Defensively yourself there, you're going to need to apply a little bit more pressure here. They're going to just camp out in the mid-range and continue to knock down shots like that, and it's going to be easy for them if you're allowing it.
And here's another turnover as Wordlaw's bounce pass bounced off the sideline and is a turnover to the Panthers. And with that, we'll get the under 16 media timeout, take a 1-minute break, come back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Robbie, you're still here at the Valley Mall? I thought the Black Friday rush was over. Oh, the Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store is still going strong? So you're telling me there's still amazing savings on hot tubs, saunas, swim spas, and cold plunges? All in stock and ready to go? Wow, you really did empty the warehouse into the mall. I can see it. Wall-to-wall wellness. You're right. This is the perfect time to bring home a little relaxation for the holidays. A hot tub for cozy nights, a sauna to melt the stress, a swim spa for year-round activity, or a cold plunge for recovery. All right, I get it, Robbie. These savings are the real deal. You've got to see it to believe it at the Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store at the Valley Mall. The tubs are hot, the saunas are hotter, and the prices, well, they're so good they'll make your Christmas list blush.
Floor Pools, helping you bring comfort, calm, and a little holiday magic to your backyard. Visit our holiday pop-up store at the Valley Mall, where holiday wellness and huge savings come together. But don't wait. When they're gone, and your backyard will be the one left out in the cold.
10-8 Shepherd. 4 minutes into this one. Rams taking on Virginia Union. Turnover from the Rams. Gives the ball back to the other team. Again, it's Vaughn running things. Here's a handoff to Gardner trying to work against Okigwe up top, and it's another mid-range jumper. A pull-up this time. Gardner sinks it and makes it 10-10.
You got to get a hand in the face.
Shepherd breaks the press. Okigwe trapped in the corner, and it's another turnover forced. Here comes Gardner spinning through the lane and getting two more. The Panthers take their first lead of the night.
Yeah, I mentioned key of the game is going to be tempo, and coming out of the timeout here, Panthers of Virginia Union are absolutely controlling that.
A little more control to the press break this time. And they get it back to Marcus Banks. Wardlaw and Banks trying to find room. They'll try to get it into the middle. It's deflected. Brody Davis moved all the way up to the Rams logo. Try to get a top of the key three, perhaps.
Good job by Travis Vaughn there, recognizing that the pass was getting sent down low, immediately put his hands up to get that initial deflection.
Six seconds left on the shot clock in this possession for Shepherd. It'll be Marcus Banks to inbound. Wardlaw comes off a screen, and it'll be a foul on the floor on Virginia Union. So now they're going to go underneath the basket and turn that 6 seconds on the shot clock into 20. As it's the first personal foul for Travis Vaughn. Banks inbounds again. Goes over the top to Hartman, who sends an errant pass as he lost his footing. Gardner gets it. Quick drive to the lane. Misses. And the rebound is going to end up in the hands of Marcus Banks after it's tipped around by Wardlaw.
Dodged a bullet there by Shepherd. That should have been an easy transition layup. Good hustle getting back. But again, you can clearly tell that Virginia Union very capable of forcing turnovers.
Here's a pass inside to Hartman. Block to Okigwe. Kick it out and around. Missed the three-pointer in the end by Banks. And the other way come the Panthers. They'll look inside to Dark. He's doubled. Gives up the ball. It's a floater in the mid-range for Richardson Keys.
Again, just an easy shot right in the paint this time.
Already 8 points for Noah Richardson Keys. 14-10 Virginia Union. Wardlaw will try to drive in, picks up his dribble at around 18 feet, dumps it to Okigwe. Kick out the Banks. He's going to shoot a contested three. It's no good, and it's rebounded by the Panthers. Omandre Harris checked in for Virginia Union. Bring the ball up the floor, and it's to Malachi Dark. They get it in. On the block, he spins and scores for two.
10 points so far in the paint for Virginia Union.
Oh, what a run. It was 8-2. Shepherd at the timeout taken by the Panthers. 14-2 run since. Wardlaw is going to have it stripped away. And looks like Elwin Wardlaw is going to pick up a foul as he tried to get it back as soon as he lost it.
And that just shows you the fantastic aggression Virginia Union's bringing on defense. They are not afraid, no matter where they are so far on the floor in the half court, to go ahead, and if Shepherd's holding on to the ball, send the double team. Make them try to make a decision, and Shepherd's having trouble with it so far.
Some new faces for this season check in for Shepherd. Cole Hoffman and Dowda Traore come in off the bench for Hartman and Okigwe. They'll work the ball around the outside. Looking for room. Trying to get it inside to Jeremiah Morris. There'll be a drive and a kick and a three-pointer way off the mark from Taj Harding.
Great save.
We get a whistle. Potentially Yep, the shot clock was reset, and it shouldn't have been.
Correct.
So we're back down to 5 seconds to shoot for the Panthers.
Don't let him get into that mid-range.
Quickly driving, putting one up off the glass, and no good is Amandre Harris. They got the rebound, back and hustling for it. And I think they're going to call that a foul, as it was Hoffman going for the ball. Looks like they're going to call that a personal foul in Scranton. Shepherd gets the ball, 16-10. Wardlaw brings the ball up for the Rams. He'll use a screen from Colby White, who's back in off the bench. Trying to find room to maneuver through this zone. They'll work the ball to the elbow to White. He's doubled, loses the ball. Hoffman able to get it. And he loses it as well, but it goes out of bounds off of the Panthers.
And so far, the officials allowing a lot of physicality here for Virginia Union on defense. Looked like there was a little bit of a nudge in the back there possibly to help get that ball loose and send it out of bounds.
And with that, the under 12 timeout comes as little under 12 as we can get. 11:59 left in the first half. It's 16-10 Virginia Union. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10.
Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. It's perfect for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market. Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. A perfect mix of white and dark meat for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident. First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better. Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues. And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues. If you've been hurt in almost heaven, call the Sevens. 304-777-7777.
Timeouts on TV 10 brought to you by Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Shepherd trails by 6. Trying to find momentum. Here's an open 3 in the corner for Brody Davis, and he stays hot. The only one on the Rams so far able to find momentum on the offensive end.
Yeah, great job there by Davis. He was the inbounder. As soon as he sent that ball in, immediately camped in that left wing and just waited for the ball to come his way.
And here's a block by Dowda Traore. Coming the other way, quickly is Shepherd. Brody Davis wanted that quick 3, able to tap it over to Wardlaw to keep the possession for the Rams. Brody Davis, 11 of Shepherd's 13 points. Here's Colby White. Driving to his left, a floater, no good. Rebounded and quickly brought up by Bobby Gardner, who blows by everyone on the Rams defense. Panthers back up by 5. Birdlaw and White looking for room to operate. White is going to shoot a deep 3. It's no good, but offensive rebound by Traore. Loses it for a second. Now able to kick it back out to White. Kick it over to Davis. Open again, and you can't hit them all. And loose ball foul along the way on Shepherd on Dowda Traore.
Well, Dylan, Davis was on the right side this time. All of his threes that he's made so far have been either at the left wing or in the left corner. I like the look. I mean, you got to take that shot, especially with the way he's been making them so far this half. But unfortunately, that time empty-handed. But finally, they were able to get a second attempt on a possession. It wasn't one and done, which has been kind of a theme here for Shepherd so far today.
Yep, rebounding advantage definitely going the way of Virginia Union. You would think, wouldn't you? 6-6 in the rebound category right now. Shepherd shooting 60% when they get a shot off. It's been the turnovers so far. Dark has it all the way in the corner. Here comes the double from Trey Orr. They'll get it back to Dark. They definitely want to work it to him. His left-handed hook shot is good. Malachi Dark, leading scorer for Virginia Union, 17.5 points a game, shooting over 62% from the floor. And you can tell why, because it's all right at the basket.
I mean, he's just a big boy. Took two guys just to try to stick it to him, and they couldn't do so.
6'7", 260, junior from Richmond, Virginia. They get it to the free throw line. Pass it into Wardlaw, who can't hit the mid-range jumper. Shepherd still trailing by 7. Worked up quickly by the Panthers. Three-point shot off the mark. Rebounded by Kigwe. Neither of these teams shoot it lights out from three-point range so far this season. And you've seen the amount of mid-rangers that Virginia Union takes and forces. Here's a three ball from Wardlaw. It's off the mark, goes about halfway down and then out. Out of bounds, last touch by the Rams.
You're just over halfway here in the first half, and still so far it's Davis with 11 points, Hartman with 2. That's it. You need to get other guys going.
No one else has been able to get it going. Marcus Banks 0 for 3, Colby White 0 for 2, Wardlaw 0 for 1 now, as the Panthers have not allowed any of those guards outside of Davis to get easy looks. Now Wardlaw and White tell more slashers like to shoot off the dribble. Here's a shot off the dribble, three-pointer, no good from Virginia Union's Harris, and we'll get a loose ball foul as somebody lost a shoe. That was one of Virginia Union's players, Taj Harding. Graduate student, 6'5", 215 from Newport, Kentucky.
And so far, Shepherd with 3 fouls. Virginia Union only with 2.
Banks works quick, picks it up. Trying to look for somewhere to go with it. Passes it to Wardlaw and then gets it right back. Trying to use a screen from Hoffman. Gets it to White, who's going to pull the trigger from three-point range. No good. Long rebound out. Here comes Gardner again, and he scores 2 more. That's 10 points for Bobby Gardner.
Fast break is deadly here so far for Virginia Union so far.
Turning defense into offense. White's going to take another one. This one's off the mark. Marcus Banks saves it, and in the process of trying to get it, Virginia Union commits the foul.
So far, 6 fast break points for Virginia Union, none for Shepherd.
That's pretty much the difference so far. Banks gets it into Hoffman. And with 20 on the shot clock, they'll reset back up top with Wardlaw. Banks at the wing, doubled. They'll have to move it around. White, 5 on the shot clock. Banks is going to have to do something with it. 2-1, chucks one up, and nothing doing. Another great defensive possession for Virginia Union. Off the dribble, here comes Harris, and he's going to be pinned against the glass, but it was after the ball touched the glass. Goaltending. That'll make it 24-13 with 7:37 left, and that will be the under 8 timeout. Shepherd trailing by 11 here in the first half. We'll take a 1-minute break. Come back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Car accident?
get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
First half on TV 10 is brought to you in part by Smallwood & Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. And by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. 24-13, Virginia Union up on the Rams. Stifling defense so far from the Panthers. But Shepherd has not been able to get things going in the half court. Shooting 31% from the field and causing a lot of turnovers is Virginia Union. 4 on the shot clock again as Banks looking for room. White can't handle the pass right away, and that's what he would have needed to do to get a shot off before the shot clock sounds.
Incredible defensive possession there for Virginia Union. Lockdown defense, the length, the speed, able to just kind of shift everybody over, and of course the double team. It's still something that Shepherd has not been able to figure out.
It's already the 6th turnover for the Rams in just 13 minutes of play.
There you go.
And here's one they get back the other way. See if they can do something with it. And they slow it down immediately, so they're not going to get transition points. And maybe they should have at least tried. Okigwe had it and tried to look for a guard to get it to. White cross to Banks. Shot fake. Able to get it back to White. Gets a little bit of room, but can't hit this one. But Banks with the rebound. Pump fakes twice and then gets it up and in. Marcus Banks. 20 points a game so far this year, after averaging 12 last year as the main point guard, ball handler. 4 assists a game last year, has gone up from 4.2 to 4.8 so far this year, and averaging about 6 rebounds a game. Saw an offensive one there. But it's been the scoring burden put a little more on Marcus Banks this year. Here's Richardson Keys, gets another shot in the mid-range, no good. Another stop for the Rams. Banks, kick out, and a foul on the pass.
That last basket for Shepherd, only its 2nd basket in the paint so far here today. It has been nearly impossible to get the ball down low.
He might have made an error looking at field goal percentage earlier, but right now, Shepherd, 35% from the floor, 6 of 17 overall. Just under 6 minutes left in the first half. 16 on the shot clock. Again, Shepherd just cannot get into the paint. Banks is going to throw up a wild shot, but there's Okigwe for the putback. Favor Okigwe, the team's leading rebounder at 8.5 this year.
Need him to be able to do that. Get that rebound and put it right back up as quickly as possible.
The other way comes the Panthers. Scranton's going to get it to Richardson Keys, who steps back over Brody Davis and doesn't hit the rim. Shepherd has the lead cut to 7. Can they continue to get back in this? 5 minutes left in the half. Here's a deflection and another turnover.
Tried to force it down low. The length just too much down there for Virginia Union.
Malachi Dark mismatch against Banks. Double team comes though. Kick out to Gardner. His shot is good. 3 more up on the board.
What a shot. First 3 of the game for Virginia Union.
It's been a great half for Bobby Gardner. 11 points. Matching Brody Davis. Almost. Second player on the night to get into double figures. Here's Marcus Banks trying to navigate through the middle, and he's going to get to the line, as he's done at a remarkable pace so far this year, shooting 12 free throws a game. Hey, this will be his first 2.
That's what I was about to say. First 2 of the game, either side, or at the 4:19 mark here in the first half.
Yeah, the zone from Virginia Union hasn't really given Shepherd many chances at the rim at all. Banks will make the first. Shepherd shooting 36.8% so far. Virginia Union 56.5%.
Colton Hartman checking into the game here, giving some size to Shepherd.
And after the second made free throw from Banks, he will check out, and Wardlaw will check in and give Banks a rest. (27-19). Virginia Union brings the ball back up the floor with Gardner, who steps out of bounds right in front of the Shepherd bench.
Virginia Union offensively getting cold here. Other than that big 3, there's been a few sloppy possessions here for Shepherd, hopefully to open itself up here and chip away at this lead.
Rams taking a little bit better care of the ball in the last couple minutes. Less made shots from Virginia Union for them to set up their press as well. Davis up top, looking for Okigwe in the middle. Nice bounce pass to Traore, who is blocked from behind. And here comes the other way, Virginia Union, the block coming from Joshua Kane. Richardson Keys open for 3 from the left wing, and he knocks it down. Panthers lead back up to 11. Three and a half to go before the half. Wardlaw to White. Guarded well up top. Well in front of the 3-point line. They'll get it to Okigwe. Doubled in the corner. Gets the Wardlaw. Puts up the 3. It's short. Richardson Keys comes down with it. Gets it to Gardner, who pushes it.
That entire possession, Traore wide open at the right block. Just no lane, though, to pass the ball down low to him because of how well this defense is for Virginia Union. Just their wingspan.
Bobby Gardner misses a 3 on the other end. Ball goes... Well, actually, it's a foul call, not out of bounds. All right, we will get under 4 timeout here at 30-19. Shepherd trails. Trying to get back into this one. It's been a cold offensive first half for the Rams. Take a 60-second break. Let's make it a 30-second break, actually, just to be safe. And we'll come back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
First half on TV 10 brought to you in part by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields & Son, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880, and Parsons Ford Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Collins, so far, Virginia Union, 14 made baskets, Shepherd, 7. And it's an 11-point deficit for the Rams right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got Richardson Keys, you got Gardner as well, both already at 11 points, leading scorers so far for Virginia Union, who's off to a great start. And you look here at their season stats so far, I mean, you almost have 4 guys that average double digits just on the outside. Gardner, who averages 9.8, so he's already over his average. Harding behind him at 9.3, and then you got Richardson Keys, who's averaging 13.2, and then Dark, who has 4, but you expect him to get going here at some point as well. The big man down low, who averages 17.5 points per game. So not a good start, not a good look here for Shepherd, especially if the rest of the Panthers crew gets going. This could get ugly. Hopefully, though, Shepherd's able to find some answers and find them fast.
Right, clearly taking away Malachi Dark with the lack of size that Shepherd has been part of the game plan as they double him pretty much any time he puts the ball on the floor. That has worked, but the rest of the Panthers lineup has picked up the slack. Wardlaw and Banks, again, around the outside, trying to find somewhere to get in on this zone. 6 on the shot clock. Wardlaw is going to take a 3. It's no good. Okigwe touched it, and then on the way out, Elijah Scranton catches the ball before it goes out of bounds. So Shepherd keeps the ball.
Yeah, and gets a new shot clock in the process as well. But this is going to be a tough inbound to get right in that corner next to the bench for Virginia Union.
They'll get 20 to work with. They won't say that Scranton got a full possession for the Panthers, but it's not. We'll reset it here. 15 to work with now. Davis thought about the 3. Shot fake. Gets it over to Banks. 10 on the shot clock now. Get it inside to Okigwe. Kick back out to Wardlaw. 5, 4, and a kicked ball by Richardson Keys as Wardlaw tried to make an entry pass to Okigwe.
I need more motion from this Shepherd offense. I need more ball screens. Get your guys open off these ball screens like you did last year. I know a lot has changed since last year. You don't have a Parr, you don't have a Poffenberger, but still, I need those ball screens to help get these guys open.
I think that's what they've been wanting to do, but the zone makes it a little more difficult for those screens to be as effective as there's just, somebody on the other side every time. As Banks is going to try another contested mid-ranger that goes off target. .140 left in the half. We'll get it over to Kane. Trying to get it to Richardson Keys on the left wing. A give and go. Back to Kane. Hook shot. And it's no good. Goes to Davis. Get it to Banks, who will work quickly. Back to Brody Davis. Stuck at 13 points. Gets it to Wardlaw. 3-pointer. Contested in the corner. Is still good.
There you go.
Back within single digits.
Exactly.
With 70 seconds before the half. Travis Vaughn will take his time. Get it over to Gardner. Kane comes with the screen. Over to Richardson Keys. And then back to Gardner. 10 on the shot clock. Guarded closely by Okigwe. Pull up mid-range jumper. Short. Rebounded by Kane, though, who's going to put it back up and in. Who had a mismatch down low, being boxed out by Marcus Banks. 16 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. Shepherd try to go 2 for 1. No, looks like they'll just try to take their time, get a good shot. 15. Well, here's Brody Davis from deep downtown. From the horn of the Ram at midcourt. That's 16 points for Brody Davis. Here just the first half.
What a half for him.
6 for 7, 4 of 5 from 3. Is Brody Davis from Morgantown High School. 6 seconds left. Deflected on the kick out. 2, 1. Will they get it up in time? Shot from Kane off the mark. Won't matter. So all things considered, Rams go into the locker room down by just 7, 32-25. With that, we'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the halftime show. The Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Calling all parade lovers, Main Street Martinsburg's annual Christmas parade is back. We'll be marching down Queen Street on Tuesday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. Downtown will be shining bright with large floats, marching bands, and even Santa himself will be making an appearance. So make your reservations for your favorite restaurant now and secure your watch spot along Queen Street. We can't wait to see you there. For more details, visit mainstreetmartinsburg.com. This message was made possible by the Martinsburg-Berkeley County CVB.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. We have been challenged to sell 20 new and used vehicles each and every day for the rest of the year. This means you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the largest Ford store on the I-81 corridor, ranked among the top dealerships in the country in sales volume and customer satisfaction. If you are even thinking about buying a new car, now is the time. Visit HagerstownFord.com and choose your new ride, and we will bring it to you. You will sign all the documents from your phone and skip that awful finance process that consumes your entire day in the dealership. Let's recap. Hagerstown Ford must sell 20 vehicles a day. You will sign all the documents from your phone on your time. We will bring your new ride to you, and you're done. It's that easy. If you don't like it, return it. Our return policy is better than Walmart, and our buying experience is better than Amazon. And you save thousands. Hagerstown Ford is the #1 Ford store from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C., from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland. Now, we want to be the #1 Ford store in the nation.
Hagerstown Ford, right off Interstate 81, across from the Valley Mall.
Welcome into the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm halftime show here, brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Colin, I would say that the Rams should be pretty thankful to only be down by 7 points here at the half.
And I would 100% agree with you for how this half went. I mean, you were off to a great start. It was a 8-2 start, and then once Virginia Union kind of settled in here, figured out how to lock down and really just apply pressure any time on defense, whether it's from the full court press off a made shot or in the half court establishing that double team. It's just been a tough go here for Shepherd, but a few knockdown shots late, cut it within single digits. Hopefully they're able to find some answers here in the locker room at halftime and come back out and look like a completely different team to fight back and somehow, some way pull off the win.
I'd like to see if perhaps they can get a little bit more of those entry passes into the post. The guys like Okigwe and Hartman, and whoever's playing down low, because it seemed like when they're able to get it there and get it past the outside in that 3-2 zone, that they get an opportunity for either a pass from one block to the other or a kick out. Suck that defense in a little bit, and there's a more open jump shot that can come out of it for Colby White and the bunch. So we'll have to see what they can do. Colin, do you have any other thoughts on the half before we send it to Kyler in the studio for a quick halftime scoreboard show?
Yeah. Where's Colby White?
The zone really does seem to be doing him. I noticed earlier this year there was a game where Colby White went 0 for 5 only in 20 minutes. And every other game, if you took that out of it, he's averaging 22 points a game,
right?
55% shooting. And I wonder if that was a team that plays similar defense to Virginia Union, to where they're playing that outside zone. It's hard for him to try. You can't really drive into the lane and get a good shot. We've seen Marcus Banks try to do it much. But if that, whatever is the case, I think that defense, I think, is making it tough on the freshmen.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to the defense. Virginia Union's defense looks great so far, but if Shepherd wants to come back in this game, he's got to get going. The only thing he's really done offensively is a pair of rebounds and the 3 assists, no points so far. You need him to get in that score column, even if it's only about 8 points or so here in the end. That could be a difference if other guys heat up alongside him.
We'll dive.
No points from him. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Banks only with 4. That's your leading scorers, Dylan.
Yeah.
They got to heat up.
Mm-hmm. We'll dive deeper into the first half stats after we send it to the studio for a quick, we only got 10 minutes left before the start of the second half, halftime scoreboard show from Kyler High. After this 2-minute break, you'll hear from Kyler. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds? I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck. Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes. And distracted driving is getting even worse. I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving. Me too, but one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents. Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com. W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Welcome into the halftime show for Shepherd football, brought to you by Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery. Attention to detail like no other. Visit dignitymemorial.com. As you're watching your Shepherd game, as they said, 32-25 is your score there at halftime. Let me bring myself up a little bit so that everybody can hear me. And since basketball's fast scoring, we'll get you some score updates as we're looking at the scoreboard. Currently in the Millersville game versus Dominican University, that game is currently almost nearing the end of the game. That game's currently score is 104-91, with Millersville getting the lead in that one. And then for Bloomsburg versus St. Bonaventure, I believe I said that right. If I didn't, my apologies. 46-17 is your score in that one. The PSU, Hazleton, and then Lock Haven, they were tied at 18 all before the halftime show. Lock Haven has taken the lead 24-21 in that one. Shippensburg getting back from halftime and or getting ready to start from halftime. That game is 50-36 against Bowie State. Clarion game, don't have a score update for you on that one as they take on Roberts Wesleyan as that game started at 7:30. And then your last PSAC game is Bryant and Stratton. That game was 7-6 versus Mansfield. Now it's 15-11 in the 15-14 as they just scored, as Mansfield just scored, but Mansfield is losing to Bryant and Stratton. Another game to get to you before I send it back to the guys at the basketball game is WVU basketball. They are currently taking on Coppin State. That game is nearing the end of the first half. 37-24 is your score, as WVU is leading, and they are already in the bonus. And so did Coppin State. Coppin State just got into the bonus. So, with that being said, that's all I have for you now. About to send it back to the guys, and I'll see you in the postgame show. It's Kyler High, WRNR TV and TV 10.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds? I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck. Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes. And distracted driving is getting even worse. I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving. Me too, but one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents. Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Back. Welcome back inside the Butcher Center. Here as we are about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll get you some first half stats brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them at 304-263-4343 or stop by and schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Looking through things for Shepherd and Virginia Union. Shepherd shooting just 37.5% from the floor compared to 51.7% for Virginia Union. Shepherd, though, doing better from the three-point line, where the Panthers are just 2 for 8 at 25%. Shepherd has made 5 of their 16, 31.3%. Brody Davis leads the way in points for both sides with 16. He's 6 for 7 from the field, 4 of 5 from three-point range. On the other side for Virginia Union, Noah Richardson, Keys, and Bobby Gardner, leading scorers with both 11 points. They are 5 for 7 and 5 for 9 from the field, respectively. Looking across, the leading rebounder for the Rams, Favor Okigwe, no surprise there. Leading rebounder for Virginia Union is Elijah Scranton with just 3. Rebounding goes the way of Shepherd so far in this one, 16 to 13. But the big thing so far is turnovers. 7 for Shepherd, just 3 for Virginia Union. Colin, do any other stats on here stand out to you as we look through here? 6 assists for Shepherd, only 4 for Virginia Union. It's a low foul game so far. Only 5 fouls on the Panthers and 3 on the Rams.
Biggest thing for me, points in the paint.
Yeah.
6 for Shepherd, 18 for Virginia Union. 18 points in the paint in the first half. So we said, you've been able, though, still, in a weird way, you'd think 18 points in the paint, it's coming from the big man. It's coming from Dark. It's not. It's these mid-range shots. It's those easy, just little things right in the edge of the paint in front of the elbow that they've been knocking down and coming out and getting the points that way.
All things considered, you could say, hey, maybe you made a lot more of those than average in this one. So we've got a minute left. Maybe we just go ahead and keep it here.
Yeah.
I think through the end of this last minute here. Shepherd, only 4 points off turnovers. Virginia Union has 9. Bench points, not really much for either side. It's 6-3 in favor of the Panthers. Biggest leads, 11 for Virginia Union, 6 for Shepherd. Shepherd had the lead for the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this game, and they haven't had it since. Only one lead change, and one time the game's been tied. But Colin, yes, Malachi Dark, leading scorer for Virginia Union, has been held in check. He's 2 for 2, but that's it. Averaging 17 points a game. He's got just 4 right now. Shepherd will get the ball. to start the second half, which is brought to you in part by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners of Just Care More and Power Beck and Metzger Law Offices. You can call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit them online at lawpbm.com. Favor Okigwe will inbound it to Marcus Banks. And 20 minutes to go from the Butcher Center. Shepherd starting off with a horn flip, screens on both sides of Marcus Banks up top. And this possession will end with a three-pointer from Colby White, which is short. It was a better look than they've had for a lot of this game, but it couldn't go down. Comes Gardner the other way. Trying to get it in the dark. They're trying to get him going early in this second half. He has to kick it back out, though. Gardner swings it to Richardson Keys for three, and his three-pointer short as well. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers.
Good job there defensively, picking up and helping out on defense, especially when Dart got the ball, as you mentioned. Liking to immediately just send a double team his way.
Shepherd breaks the press. We didn't see a lot of that full court press late in the half from Virginia Union as their offense slowed down. They're going to get this one into Colton Hartman. Off glass, no good, just a little too strong, rebounded by Scranton.
Back-to-back good looks for Shepherd, just didn't knock him down. Empty possessions as a result.
Dark will come out to the three-point line to get the ball here. Swinging over to Richardson Keys. Guarded by Davis. Richardson Keys takes a shot, misses, no good, but it's rebounded by Scranton, puts up a shot, fouled by Okigwe.
Yeah, Okigwe tried to play it off like he was staying straight up, but those arms just slightly came down when he was trying to get the block and made contact with the shooter.
This will be the first two free throws of the night for the Panthers. Shepherd only shot two in that first half. First one will go down for Elijah Scranton, a senior. 6'6", 205 from Lancaster, California, by way of Shaw transferring over to Virginia Union. Scranton misses the second. Too much on it. Brody Davis with the rebound, and we'll get a kicked ball violation on Gardner as he tried to contest the pass off of the rebound. Panthers set up their press again. It's full court zone press. Here, 2-2-1. Shepherd able to get out of it. 15 seconds to work with, though. It'll be White up top, trying to get it in the middle of Hartman, who passes it to the block for Okigwe. Then a kick out to Davis, who knocks down another three. Davis, sitting down in the locker room, did not cool him down. 19 on the night for Brody Davis.
That left wing's been his hot spot.
Davis, just a sophomore, 6'5", 200 pounds from Morgantown High. Here's a missed shot from Virginia Union, rebounded by Banks, and he brings it up the other way.
Great job by Hartman there to box out. Keep Dark away from grabbing that rebound.
White has it. Back to Banks. Gets it to Okigwe on the baseline. One dribble, kick out to White. Too high, he had to bring it down. Now he'll drive, underhanded, no good. The true freshman White hasn't been able to get it going tonight. Here's a three from Vaughn, it's short. Ball bouncing around, it looks like it's last touched off the leg of Scranton. And we had a second of hesitation from the officials before confirming that one. Shepherd keeps it again. 33-28. Just under 3 minutes into the second half here. White passes it past half court to Okigwe. Now over to Banks. They'll get it to White. Hartman flashes to the center. They'll get it into him. Again over to Okigwe. He's going to kick it over to the corner, deflected, but it does get to Banks. He's going to Pump fake, pull up three, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Goes out last on Gardner, so it'll stay with Shepherd with 20 on the shot clock. Here comes Kane, quickly off the bench, in for Malachi Dark. And Coach Namlik will answer with Traore off the bench for Hartman. For a second, Okigwe thought he was the one coming off, but Virginia Union gets a little smaller. Namlik does the same for the Rams. .15 on the shot clock. White tries to get it into Okigwe. Fakes the pass out, then goes up and one. Favor Okigwe. Makes it 33-30. The Rams are within 3 points and have a free throw to add on.
Yeah, great job by Okigwe there. Made it look like he was getting ready to pass it out to the left wing for Brody Davis, who's been hot from there, but fooled everybody here in the gym and then went up himself. Got the and one opportunity now.
Okigwe misses, but Traore nearly getting the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds before he can save it. Okigwe averaging 8.5 rebounds on the year. Almost 3 offensive rebounds per game for him, but hasn't quite been able to make full use of it, only shooting 33% from the floor. 9 of 27 on his shot attempts so far this year. And those were only his fifth free throw, I should say, on the season. And Brody Davis thought that he got the deflection to go off of Virginia Union. Not quite, says the official. But now Virginia Union has to reset with just 12 seconds to shoot.
Tough start here for Virginia Union offensively so far. Almost 4 minutes in.
Harris.
Right as I say that, they knocked down their first field goal of the half.
Amandre Harris pulls up over Colby White for the 2.
It took away the point that I was about to make.
35-30. Just under 16 left to go in this one. Davis attacked quickly when he got the ball there from the Panthers.
Yeah, they're going to double team him now because of how well he's done from that spot.
They go back to him, trying to find room in the middle to pass it to. And here's Traore open, going to throw up a shot at the buzzer of the shot clock. No good. Another successful defensive possession for Virginia Union.
Yeah, tough possession there that had to end on a jumping alley-oop because of how well that defense was.
Harris, mismatch against Okigwe. He's going to drive and kick, and it's blocked by Traore. Out of bounds with 9 on the shot clock. Down to Traore, 6'6", 186, sophomore from Silver Spring, Maryland. And that will be under 16 media timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. Come back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
.13 left to go from the Butcher Center. Shepherd trails Virginia Union 35-30. It's the Panthers ball with 9 seconds to shoot. Be Harris inbounding, gets it to Richardson Keys. It'll be Harris right back. He's going to drive in, hand off, blocked again by Traore. 3 on the shot clock. Harris puts one up, it's short. Rebounded by Banks, and Banks fell down and lost the ball. Kane got it back for the Panthers. Gardner, kick out. Harris, shot missed, and we'll get a loose ball foul against the Rams. It looks like it's Okigwe getting called for this one.
I think they call Okigwe there with a little hook.
Yep.
On the box out. That's tough here for Shepherd.
Second foul on Okigwe. And he will check out. It's going to be Cole Hoffman checking in. Hoffman, freshman, 6'9", 250. We'll get this one in to Gardner with 20 to work with. They'll come up, get a screen from Dart. Pull up, mid-range jumper, too strong. Banks with the board, and they will run. Here comes Wardlaw, who just comes in off the bench. Brody Davis may have been able to get off a 3 there, but it'll be Wardlaw in the corner, no good. He was wide open, couldn't get that one to go. Here comes Gardner, quick the other way over to Harris, and he puts up an easy layup.
Got to get back defensively.
Panthers back up by 7. Getting across the timeline is Banks. Wardlaw has to Odell Beckham that one to make sure it doesn't go out of bounds. 12 to work with. Davis inside. Here's Hoffman. One dribble, kick back out to Wardlaw, cross court to Banks. He's going to drive in. 3 seconds, mid-range jumper. It's an air ball.
Banks tried to draw contact and wanted to draw the foul, didn't get it.
Trailing three-pointer is good for Virginia Union's Taj Harding. And just like that, Shepherd's back down by 10.
Yep, and that's going to have Namalik call a timeout.
7-0 run by Virginia Union. We'll take a 30-second break with the timeout. So Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Calling all parade lovers, Main Street Martinsburg's annual Christmas parade is back. We'll be marching down Queen Street on Tuesday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. Downtown will be shining bright with large floats, marching bands, and even Santa himself will be making an appearance. So make your reservations for your favorite restaurant now and secure your watch spot along Queen Street. We can't wait to see you there. For more details, visit mainstreetmartinsburg.com. This message was made possible by the Martinsburg-Berkeley County CVB.
Second half on TV 10, brought to you in part by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. Colin there for a minute. Shepherd started off the second half better than Virginia Union, cutting the lead to 3. It's 33-30, but then here we stand at 40-30, a 7-0 run by the Panthers.
Yeah, we were just talking here briefly during the break, Dylan, and you made a great point. Styles make fights. And just the way this has looked so far, granted, there's still a lot of game left. This isn't a good fight for Shepherd. This isn't a good matchup. The Styles clearly favor Virginia Union here in this matchup, at least as the way things have gone right now, excuse me.
Yeah, as much talent as you can see the Rams have in the backcourt, there is a Chase Parr-sized hole in this Rams lineup compared to last year. The defensive anchor, the guy that, as the year went on, they could rely on more for offense. Great passer as well. Maybe the second best passer on the team behind Marcus Banks, if not the best passer, honestly. And they're struggling without him and losing his brother, Cole Parr, to injury after they both transferred in from Towson before last season. Wardlaw trying to get this one into Hoffman. Hits off of his hand and goes out of bounds. Hoffman's going to check out and Okigwe back in. I don't think Namalik was planning on bringing Okigwe back in the game so quickly. Struggles from Hoffman. Colton Hartman in this game only scoring his first basket of the season. The center position for the Rams. They need to find something. Here's another 3 from Taj Harding. It's a deep one. I don't think the Rams were expecting him to take that one.
Davis definitely wasn't. He was just standing there waiting for him to get closer to the arc, and he just went up. Davis never got a hand up, and bang.
White trying to find it somewhere to get it inside. Can't do it. Has to go along to Wordlaw. Wordlaw gets it into Okigwe. Hook shot over Dark. Can't get the roll.
I felt forced.
Scranton got the board. Dark gets it in. A lot of contact, trying to make sure he can't get one up. Here's a jump ball as Dark gets the shot up, but White from behind gets a hand on the ball.
Yeah, White and Okigwe there. Okigwe almost looked like he was going to get caught with another foul, but thankfully White was there to grab the ball and get a jump ball call.
I think Okigwe might have gotten away with a hold before Dark came up with a shot.
That also occurred, and I'll agree to that.
Here's Harding up on the wing, guarded by Davis. They've been going hard at Davis, and they'll continue. Harding takes him all the way to the rim this time for 2, and Virginia Union has their biggest lead of the night. 15?
Yeah.
Okigwe down low, tries to pass along the baseline. It's knocked out of bounds. 12:01 left in the half. Brody Davis sits down. Banks inbounding it to Okigwe. Deflected out of bounds. That was Harris getting a hand on it, and it was 12:01 before the inbound. It's 11:59. Right on schedule. First half and second half, we get the under 12 right at 11 minutes and 59 seconds. So we'll take a 1-minute break and come back as Shepherd trails 45-30 here from the Butcher Center. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Out of the timeout, 45-30. Here on TV 10, the Shepherd Rams trailing the Virginia Union Panthers. 5-1 on the season is Virginia Union. 3-2 is Shepherd. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Rodney Watcher and Ethan Elliott behind the cameras. Kyler High back at the studio. As the Rams tried once again, try to get something going on offense in this one. This is a long three from Colby White. May have been blocked or tipped just barely. It comes up way short.
Yeah, he saw that there were only 4 seconds left on the shot clock and felt like he needed to take it now before it was too late.
Offensive rebound from Malachi Dark. Keeps the possession alive for the Panthers.
Got to send that double team, yep.
They get it out of his hands. Into the hands of Harding. Pull up mid-range, just off, but Dark gets the rebound, spins, gets the foul called against
Okigwe.
Yeah. So that's 3 on favor of Okigwe.
Again, there's just nobody to guard him down low. That's his size.
Again, 6'7", 260 pounds.
And that's the thing. I mean, you got guys that are 6'7" plus on Shepherd's side, but nobody with the weight like that.
Yeah, you've got Colton Hartman, who's listed at 6'11", 255, but I don't think that's the type of size. And I think Dark is one of those guys where he's either too big or too quick for most people to guard. Hartman, he's probably too quick. Hoffman, the same deal. And guys like Okigwe and Traore,
He's using those tree trunks that he has called legs.
Yes, that's when the 260 comes into play. He makes 1 of 2 from the line and makes it 46-30. Wardlaw gets it over to Banks on the right wing. They'll have to go back up top. Wardlaw in the middle. There's a mid-range jumper that gets to go. 46-32.
Finally ends the drought. See if you can get a stop here.
Well, Wardlaw just 5 points, 2 of 7 from the field. Deflection out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, Kikwe had that. Almost looked like he was going to get the steal, but kind of just lost his balance with his footing and couldn't haul that one in and get a second hand on it.
Oh, it's an alley-oop off the inbound. Nemo Johnson, the senior, I think he might have been called into the game just to run that play. We haven't seen him at all tonight. 48-32.
Shepard had no idea that was coming.
Here's Banks getting over to White with some room. And finally getting one to go tonight after starting 0 for 7 is Colby White.
Said at halftime you need him to get going. Him and Banks.
Combined tonight, Banks, Wardlaw, and White are 4 for 24 from the field. Look at this endo to Dark. Double team comes. He's going to put up a shot anyway and is fouled. Somehow picked up the
Hopefully that's not going to be on Okigwe again, but the way Okigwe is reacting, it looks like it is.
Yeah, it was, and that's going to be his 4th foul with 9:47 left. Okigwe on the season, 4 fouls per game, 20 fouls against him in 5 games. So there's his 4th tonight, and it comes with way more time left in this game than I'm sure Coach Justin Namlick would like. First free throw rolls in for Dark.
Now you're going to get Hartman checking in here. Need him to play some big minutes here against Dark.
Dark will sink both of these from the line. On the season, Malachi Dark is a 73.5% free throw shooter.
He's going to get a quick breather, get some fluids in him now.
The big man plays 25 minutes a game on the season so far. Here's White and Banks up top again against this zone.
Like for him to swing it around and then quickly back because you had Davis open in the corner.
They'll get it over to Davis. Finally, puts one up, and it's offensive rebound for Traore. He's going to kick it back out. Pass it around to Wardlaw. Finally, and he's going to sink it. 50-38. Shepard cuts it to 12.
There's that ball movement that they had at the start in those first few minutes. Around the arc, get it moving, spread out that defense so they can't collapse in on you.
8 points now for Elwin Wardlaw. Sophomore from Frederick, Maryland.
Mid-range jumper.
And that puts the Panthers back up by 2. We'll get a whistle. Looks like a stoppage from the officials.
I'm not sure what happened here.
Clock malfunction, perhaps. 8:51 left in the game. Shepard needs to get hot on offense here very quickly. They're going to get this one in the mid-range. This time it's White taking the midi. He can't get to go either.
White just got ran into.
Harding left wide open. Can't hit the 3. And we'll get a loose ball foul as Davis fought for the rebound. And he's going to get called. And he's not happy about it. He's saying he got grabbed. It's on the floor. It's the 5th foul of the half for the Rams. 2 more until Virginia Union's in the bonus. Here's Harding working against White, and coming in for the offensive rebound and the putback is Elijah Scranton. No one boxed out Scranton. Coming in from up top. Here's a lob up top, laid in by Traore.
First time tonight nobody was in the paint for Virginia Union defending. Just a little backdoor flash in his paint, and Traore wide open.
There's Harris back in. They'll get it over to Johnson. Now it's Gardner in the middle, and we'll get over the back on, I believe, Johnson coming in skying for the rebound.
I believe you're correct.
And that's with 7:53 left to go. We get the under 8 timeout. Take a 1-minute break. Shepherd still trailing by 14 in this one against Virginia Union. After the 60-second break, we'll be back with more Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
Robbie, you're still here at the Valley Mall? I thought the Black Friday rush was over. Oh, the Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store is still going strong? So you're telling me there's still amazing savings on hot tubs, saunas, swim spas, and cold plunges? All in stock and ready to go? Wow, you really did empty the warehouse into the mall. I can see it. Wall-to-wall wellness. You're right. This is the perfect time to bring home a little relaxation for the holidays. A hot tub for cozy nights, a sauna to melt the stress, a swim spa for year-round activity, or a cold plunge for recovery. All right, I get it, Robbie. These savings are the real deal. You've got to see it to believe it at the Floor Pools Holiday Pop-Up Store at the Valley Mall. The tubs are hot, the saunas are hotter, and the prices, well, they're so good they'll make your Christmas list blush.
Floor Pools, helping you bring comfort, calm, and a little holiday magic to your backyard. Visit our holiday pop-up store at the Valley Mall, where holiday wellness and huge savings come together. But don't wait. When they're gone, and your backyard will be the one left out in the cold.
Second half on TV 10, brought to you in part by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Shepherd running out of time to make a comeback in this one, especially with the defense being played by Virginia Union. It's 54-40. Here comes the full court pressure out of the timeout from the Panthers. Getting across half court. 18 on the shot clock. White over to Banks. He's going to try to find some room to maneuver in the paint. Up fake. Shot no good. Rebounded by Dark.
Just been that kind of night for Shepherd. Ball's just not rolling its way on shots like that.
Harris works with it up top, guarded by Banks. Here comes Dark with the screen, working in the pick and roll against Hartman. Too strong from Harris. Good defense by Hartman. Banks using Hartman. Screen, drive, kick. Brody Davis can't hit. Only the second miss from downtown for Brody Davis. Harris working up top. Under 7 minutes to go now. Scranton will get it over to Gardner, and it's a push-off. Offensive foul against Bobby Gardner. Pretty clearly, left forearm into Marcus Banks, and it'll go the other way.
Yep. So far here in the second half, Shepherd 6-19.
Shooting just under 35% for the game. Trying to get this one into Wordlaw. He can't quite handle it. Has to dive on the floor for it. And a whistle blows. Jump ball more than likely. Possession arrow the way of the Rams.
Nearly the 10th turnover of the game for Shepherd there.
This is a Virginia Union team that
forces 19.
Yeah, forces 19 per game. Shepherd has done a good job of trying to just take things slow on offense to not turn it over, but it's not led to many good shots. Here's a good shot out of the inbound for Colby White.
Just a little catch and shoot from the right elbow.
His second made basket, both coming here in the second half. He's up to 5 points. Richardson Keys is going to drive by White on the other end, though, for 2 of his own. Davis and White have been attacked a lot on the defensive end. The younger, skinnier guards for Shepherd. And this is going to be a shot from Wardlaw that goes out and tipped out of bounds by Virginia Union. Gonna get a sub. Gardner checked out very quickly and checks back in. And Gardner just about able to take away the inbound pass, and he hits it out of bounds. It'll be another try now from the side for Banks to get this inbound. Gets it into Hartman. And there's Gardner again deflecting the pass from Hartman. And this time it is a turnover.
Just a lazy pass there by Hartman.
It was right all the way by Gardner. And get this one into Scranton against the smaller Brody Davis. And with the left-hander, he gets it to go.
You said just clear size difference. Davis did the best he could do, went straight up. Was as close as he could get.
58-42 with just over 5 minutes left in this one, and we're going to get a reach-in foul against the Panthers. As Wardlaw tried to drive in.
Just give all the credit for Virginia Union here tonight. Clearly been the better team.
Fourth team foul against Virginia Union. Still sitting at 5 team fouls for the half is Shepherd. And here's a pass across court. Corner 3 from Wardlaw, no good, but the rebound from Davis. Defense was caught sleeping, but Wardlaw couldn't hit. And Banks going to miss the shot, get his own rebound, and put it back up and in. Way to follow your shot there from Marcus Banks.
Because of the contact made on the original shot, it kind of helped push Dark back. Therefore, he wasn't boxing him out to get the easy putback.
It's Banks up to 6 points. Here is Dark spinning to his left off the glass and in. And we'll get a timeout from the Panthers right after it as they take the 60-44 lead. 4:38 left in this one. We'll take a 30-second break with the timeout. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Shepherd trails by 16 with 4:38 left to go in this contest. Virginia Union trying to improve to 6-1, and Shepherd's running out of time to change that reality.
Yeah, I mean, that last possession that Dark scored on, you can see how easy it was for him going up against Okigwe, who's playing with 4 fouls right now, who just recently checked back into the game, so he couldn't be as physical as he wanted because you don't want to foul out here.
It's 4 guards in Okigwe here. White, Wardlaw, Banks, and Davis, along with number 5, playing the 5. Here's a 3 from White, no good.
Threes just aren't falling down anymore.
Smaller lineup here for Shepherd. We'll see if Panthers try to keep going to Malachi Dark. They were going to set up for Scranton down low, guarded by Davis, and Scranton told him to go away from him. Now they got to switch down low, but Gardner is going to pull up from the elbow, left side, and make the shot. Bobby Gardner with a nice game. He's up to 13 points. Now tied for the team lead. White looking for someone to pass it to. Double comes for Wardlaw to get it down low to Okigwe. He's going to kick it out to White. Right back. Okigwe is going to try to put one up over Dark. He does. Too strong. But going for the rebound. Scranton scrambled a bit and let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, Davis might have got away with a little bit of a nudge in the back of Scranton to help him lose his balance there, but no call. As we mentioned earlier, the referees are really letting these guys play tonight.
Yes, they are. And at 3:19 left in this one, we get the under 4 timeout. 62-44. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with more Shepherd basketball on TV 10.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident. First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better. Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues. And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues. If you've been hurt in almost heaven, call the Sevens. 304-777-7777.
Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. It's perfect for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's local market. Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. A perfect mix of white and dark meat for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's local market.
Shepherd will inbound from under its own basket. 3:19 left to go. Down by 18 against Virginia Union. Hartman, kick out to White. Now out to Banks. Shoots a 3 from the left wing. It's no good. Just a tough night on offense for Shepherd. A defense that matched up very well with their offense here for Virginia Union. Here comes Malachi Dark working against Hartman. And Dark stepped out of bounds. Trying to work his post moves.
Yeah, Virginia Union's just forcing Shepherd to take way too many threes. On average, Shepherd about 18 or 19 three-pointer attempts per game. They make about 7 a game. Today they've made 8, but have shot 28 threes.
28% from the three-point line. 34% overall. Not able to get much of anything in the paint.
There's another missed 3.
Forcing a team that isn't a great three-point shooting team into a bunch of three-pointers.
Give them credit. It's 1, because of the fantastic defense that they play, and 2, Shepherd wants to come back now, so they're going to be living and dying by the 3 here in the final. What's been 4 minutes now, 2.5 remaining here in the game.
I will give credit to Shepherd on the season, shooting 37.6% from 3, which by their standards is pretty high. Justin Namlick's teams usually don't have a ton of three-point shooters. I'd say by their standard, 37.5% is pretty good. Colby White started off the year hot from three-point range, but just not able to find anything here tonight as Richardson Keys works against him and passes to Scranton, and there's a foul on the shot. And that'll be against Hartman. Yep. And that almost 38% from 3 comes with a cold start from Brody Davis so far on the year, who only has started the year 8 for 24 from 3. But obviously tonight
he's been the bright spot.
Yeah, as that free throw is missed. Brody Davis 5 for 7 from downtown here tonight, 7 of 10 overall.
It was made, by the way.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No worries.
Let me sit up a little straighter in my chair so that
you do have a bar in your way.
The basket is in clear view for me. Scranton makes the second.
Largest lead now at 20.
64-44, 2:05 left to go. Richardson Keys will come out of the game. And it looks like it's mostly the bench now at this point. Scranton's still in. For Shepherd, fighting to the end here with most of their starters. Here's a three-pointer from Colby White. He gets himself up to 8 points for the night. 3 of 12 from the field. That shows you the type of night it's been for the Rams. As here is Virginia Union work on the other side with Jaron Walker, a freshman. He's going to put up a lob, and it's going to be caught and put in for Virginia Union. Will Chachoa, a senior, puts that one in. 66-47. Here comes Shepherd inside to Hartman, who with the left hand scores again. And we're going to get a late timeout here from Coach Namlick, perhaps just to get some subs in. Well, actually, yeah, okay.
They're immediately playing.
Oh, we get a stoppage.
Trying to look to see what the issue is here. Not sure.
During that last whistle, Asher Rudolph checked in for Shepherd. The only senior on the roster for the Rams. So we can look here and see that they have some flaws. It's a younger team.
It is.
A lot of freshmen and sophomores. And one senior who obviously getting his first action here with just a minute left.
And you're hoping that they can figure something out here with the lumps they've been taking here, and now what will be a 3-game losing streak to fall to 3-3 overall heading into conference play on Saturday.
$17 on the shot clock. We're now under a minute to go. So Tristan Cook check in for the Rams. Here's another 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Traore. Here's Cook bringing the ball up the floor. Junior, who went to St. Maria Goretti. He's going to lose the ball out of bounds for a turnover.
Transferred it off his foot.
Transferred in from Hagerstown Community College. Originally from Boonesboro, Maryland. Just down the road. 40 seconds left in this one. Virginia Union will work it around the right side of the floor. Now they'll get it inside to Jeremiah Morris, who tries to put one up and loses the ball, but they'll say it was knocked out of his hand. So 10 on the shot clock, 23.9 left in the game. Stick with us after the final whistle, after the buzzer sounds, for the postgame show. Give you some stats to end this one as Virginia Union is going to add in 2 points before we end this one. Paul Mason makes it 68-49. Shot clock's turned off. 10 seconds left. And move it to the corner for Rudolph to take a 3. He misses. Traore, ball bounces around. Rebounded by the Panthers. And Jalen Jones will hold it out and let the buzzer sound. It's a 19-point win for Virginia Union. Panthers take down Shepherd and improve to 6-1 on the year. Shepherd falls to 3-3. With that, we'll take a 2-minute break. Come back for the postgame show. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
The The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Welcome into the post-game show here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Collins, a 19-point loss for Shepherd. They can't crack 50 points tonight against the Virginia Union zone defense that gave them a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the last time they were held under 50, and it looks like Westchester both times last year are the answer.
That adds up. They're a slow-paced offense, more usually under Coach Namalik, and it looks like it's similar this year. But I think style of play from Virginia Union, you had to play a particular style of offense to try to get things going against them. And I think I think it wasn't a style of offense that boded well for Shepherd. I think it seems like their guards like to use the pick and roll, drive into the lane. That stuff against this zone doesn't really work nearly as well. That zone is kind of designed to take that kind of stuff away, and Shepherd just didn't have the answers off of it.
Yeah, the zone was designed to force Shepherd to take three-pointers, and this is not a three-point shooting team. They ended up, out of the 55 shots they took tonight, shooting 31 three-pointers. So over half.
Yep,
you only made 9 of them.
That's not Namalik ball. It's Missoula ball. It's not Namalik ball.
It is Missoula ball, which I enjoy and will enjoy a lot of hopefully tomorrow. But today was not the case here for Shepherd.
Yep, unfortunately. Let's get from Brody Davis. 19 points, 7 of 10 shooting, 5 for 7 from 3. He was really the only one that could get things going on offense. Colby White goes 3 for 12 with just 8 points. Marcus Banks goes 2 for 12 with just 6 points. Elwin Wordlaw 3 for 10 with 8 points. Those are the guys that have been carrying the load on offense so far this year, and they were the ones most affected by that zone defense.
Yeah, and then for Virginia Union, as you mentioned, only 14 threes. They didn't need to. They scored 38 points in the paint, 14 off of turnovers, and out-rebounded Shepherd, even though Shepherd had that stat or category, whatever you want to call it, in their favor at the end of the first half. They end with 36 rebounds to 32 rebounds for Virginia Union's favor, and it was really off of defensive rebounds, 28 to 23.
Virginia Union, their leading scorer, was held in check by Shepherd, keeping the ball out of his hands. Malachi Dark averages over 17 on the season, only had 8 tonight. Problem was, everybody else stepped up for the Panthers. Noah Richardson Keys with 13, Bobby Gardner with 13, Elijah Scranton with 10, 8 each off the bench from Harris and Harding. And you had the 8 points from Dark as well, 3 for 3, but those are the only shots he got off. So Shepard kept the ball out of his hands, kept him from shooting. But everybody else, their shots went in, 50% from the floor. Shepard loses the first half by 7 and the second half by 12 to go and lose 68-49. Colin, player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Got to go with Bobby Gardner of Virginia Union as today's WVU Medicine player of the game. Led, or was tied with the leading scorer in Richardson Keys as well, as both scored 13 points each, but give Gardner the edge because he also went out and had 3 steals in the game today for Virginia Union as well, out of the 10 turnovers forced for Shepard.
Good team win for Virginia Union.
Absolutely.
Bobby Gardner played the most minutes too.
Wow.
So you can throw that in there as player of the game. So that wraps up things for us from here at the Butcher Center. Next time you hear from us live on site at a game, we'll be back right here on Saturday. It's a doubleheader for Shepard, and at least on the men's side. Not really on the girls' side either, but we've got the men's game here tonight. On Saturday, it doesn't get easier for the men as they take on Gannon. So that'll be a tough one for PSAC action, conference action for the Rams on Saturday. And that is a 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock doubleheader, Colin?
Yes, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
There you go. So 12:45, we'll have pregame for the women's game, and we'll roll into the men's game shortly thereafter. So for Kyler High back at the studio, Ethan Elliott and Rodney Watcher behind the cameras, Colin McLaughlin next to me, I'm Dylan Bishop, saying so long from the Butcher Center. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday night. This is Shepherd Ram Basketball on TV 10.
Beck and Matsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Free money you can't lose. Download the Casino Kings app today.
Prohibited word void. Disclaimer: be 21 or older. Free money is not cash. Won't cannot be withdrawn. This obtains free money or unrestricted and strict markets on offer. Must be claimed by the end of this paragraph. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You've probably heard that sped up disclaimer at the end of sportsbook ads. The ones that say
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
But can they really help you stop gambling? Yes. They've helped thousands of people here in West Virginia stop gambling and take back their lives. They provide guidance and resources, including financial counseling and even free software to block gambling sites. So talk to someone who will take the time to listen. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome into the post-game show for Shepherd Ram Basketball. Realized I messed up earlier and said football. Not in the season anymore, even though they did have a great season. Your post-game show is brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better by getting a hot tub, swimming pool, sauna, swim spa, or cold plunges with locations in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. Rest of the PSAC games are almost done, as you have 2 games that are currently done, with that being Millersville getting the win over Dominican 106-96 as a high-scoring game in that one, and Bloomsburg losing to St. Bonaventure. Believe I said that right, as I said earlier. Please don't butcher me for the names. 83-43 is your final score is. They lose 40-point differential with Bloomsburg, and then the rest of the games that you have currently going on, With about 2 minutes left in the second half, Lockhaven beating PSU Hazleton 69-37. And then you have a final in the Shippensburg game, as that game has gone 88-79 is your final score there. Got an update for the Clarion score as they are currently at halftime, 53-34. Bryant and Stratton, 46, and Mansfield has 58 points. Now, update, they have 69 points with 13 minutes left in the second half. And then for your WVU Mountaineers, that game is 78-47 with 4:30 left to play in the rest of the game. So it's looking like WVU is going to take the win over Coppin State. And that is all for you today. Slippery Rock plays tomorrow at 6 p.m. versus Lincoln University as another PSAC update. And as you heard Dylan say before he sent it back, Saturday we'll have coverage of the Shepherd men's and women's basketball game as the men's team takes on Gannon. And that is all I have for you tonight. Have a great night. And this has been Shepherd Rams Basketball, TV10. I'm Kyler Hyde, WRNR, TV10, and TV10 on YouTube.
This has been Shepherd Rams Basketball on WRNR TV and the PSAC Digital Network.
Oh, with the lob to favor Okigwa. Kicks it out to Turner. Open three is good. Shepherd takes the lead.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast and tune in next time. All rights reserved.